Hello, YouTube! This summer is flying by, like every other summer, really. And I was all set to film this video outside today as a sort of sunshiny field trip, but we had the one overcast day that we've had in a long time. So thanks a lot, outside. Guess I'll just stay here like normal, whatever. Anyway, on to this month's recommendations. First on the list of TV shows is a new show called Gravity Falls. It's a new cartoon out on the Disney Channel and I have to say, it's really good. It's about these two kids named Dipper and Mabel and they go to stay with their uncle for the summer at his curiosity shop tourist trap place that he owns in Gravity Falls, Oregon. The show is incredibly witty and it has really great dialogue and I find myself laughing out loud more often than I'm willing to admit. Plus, Mabel wears these great sweaters in every episode. It really and truly amazes me how many great animated shows there are out there right now, and Gravity Falls is another great example of why cartoons are not just for kids. Alright, this month I have two web series I want to tell you about. First is The Super Force, and it is by Sandeep Parikh, who is the guy who plays Zabu in The Guild. The Super Force is a superhero comedy that's kind of like if you took a comic book and then you mixed it with The Office. There are only a couple of episodes out, but so far I've thought it was really funny and I really like it and you should check it out. The second one is Chronicles of Syntax, which is a show that you probably have heard about if you follow Liam Dryden or Little Raj here on YouTube. It's a show that's been in the works for a while now, but it's going to finally make its debut online in the form of a web series. From the very first time that I heard Liam talk about this sort of chosen one sci-fi fantasy concept that they're trying to do with this show, I thought it sounded really interesting and intriguing, and we're super close to finally being able to see it. You guys know how excited I am about web series lately, so having another friend in the community being part of a show that looks really awesome is really important to me. So they have a Kickstarter that's still going on right now for another day or two, or 3, or 4. Anyway, you could go check that out and help them make sure that they can create the coolest possible project that they can. This is the games portion of my Things I'm Into video this month, and for July it's actually the largest portion. I've been playing a lot of games with my friends this past month, and I feel like a lot of them are cool enough to share with you. Although the first one is Matching with Friends, which is the opposite of cool. It's actually really dorky. It's also a very dumb game to get addicted to, but I still managed to do it somehow. It's just like a matching game. You play it on your phone or your iPad, and basically you play against your friend and you get these like 3 different sequences of 3 colors and you have to see who can make the biggest combos or whatever. Just trust me, it's fun, okay? Just trust me. The cool part about it is that you play against like random Facebook friends, and not a lot of my actual friends have been playing it, so I've just been playing against like random fans and stuff. So if I'm playing a game of Matching with Friends with you, hey! Sorry I win so much, I'm really weirdly good at this game. The next game is called Forbidden Island. So there's this little game shop walking distance from my house where they have this closet of games that you can just go in and like borrow the games and like take them home to play for free or take them to local bars or restaurants and play. They just like really want to encourage people to play games in the community, which is awesome. So recently my friend Joe and I went down there and we were just sort of looking at all the games and just randomly picked Forbidden Island to take to the bar next door. I didn't really know anything about it, but you essentially, you have all these tiles and you put them all out and they represent an island, and the island is sinking and you have to collect the treasure from the island before it sinks and then get to the helicopter to fly yourself to safety. And it's kind of complicated at first, but then once you understand what's going on, it's super fun. Also, apparently it makes you look really cool and interesting at bars because everyone kept stopping to ask us what the heck we were doing. The third game I'm going to recommend to you this month is not new by any stretch of the imagination. It is Magic the Gathering, and I may have started playing again. I played a few years ago, more regularly. I was on tour and we were bored and we decided to learn how to play Magic, and it was really fun and I got really into it, but then I just sort of stopped. But my friend runs the Lady Planeswalker Society here in Seattle, and she invited myself and my roommate Liz to go hang out and try it, and it was really fun. And once you play a game like that, it's like riding a bike. You just like jump back on and you play again, and it's fun and addicting. So if you're still a non-believer when it comes to Magic the Gathering, you should definitely give it a try because it's awesome. This one is sort of a cop-out. I'm only putting this recommendation in my video because I saw George Watsky perform live in Seattle last night, and I wanted to tell you how awesome it was. So I saw George Watsky last night, and he was awesome. I saw him for the first time live at VidCon last month, but I had known about his music for a while, just via YouTube. But holy crap, he is a musical and lyrical genius, and if you ever get the opportunity to go see him play a show, you should definitely take it because the energy in the room last night was just, it was incredible, and I really wish that more musicians knew how to command an audience the way that he does. It was so good. Books! After being heckled by you guys to put a books section into this video, I'm doing it. It wasn't because I didn't want to share my book recommendations with you, it was because I wasn't reading enough. But I just finished reading The Basic 8 by Danielle Handler, and it was awesome, so I'm going to tell you about it. It's a book about a girl who commits a murder in high school, and then the book is written by her after the fact. So you already know that she became famous for committing a murder, but you read the book along with the story to find out how it all plays out, and it's really, really interesting and a super neat writing technique. It really puts you in the mind of the killer in an interesting way, and you realize at the end that you're even sort of second guessing whether or not she's telling the story the way that it happened, or you know, if she's fabricating things to make herself look better, but you don't know, and it was cool. I really liked it. The last thing on my list of recommendations for this month is paper lanterns, like Rapunzel style. Despite already loving pretty sparkly things, I will not deny that the movie Tangled has directly influenced my love of paper lanterns. Anyway, I was in North Dakota earlier this month for the 4th of July, and my family went to this fireworks stand to get some extra fireworks, and they had all these paper lanterns that they were selling, and they just were sort of throwing them in for free for people to try. So we took them home, and we set them off, and guys, they're so cool. I guess they've been around for a while, but I'd never personally tried them before, so if you haven't either, you're seriously missing out. You can sign your name on the lanterns or write a little wish on it, and then you take it outside and you light it, and the wind just sort of carries it up to the heavens, and it's so pretty, and lots of people were lighting them off all around the town, and they just like sort of flicker and then they just drift away, and it's beautiful and it's sort of a magical experience. I think you can buy them online, so you should try them. That's it for this month, guys. I've got a few more videos to post before I leave for LeakyCon. I'm actually going on like this big road trip to LeakyCon, which I will probably regret, but it will be exciting, and we'll probably do tour videos. We'll do road vlogs. I'll think of something. I'll think of something good to call them. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.